It was unreal. Like the city was alive and on fire.
Alive. They were literally fireworks, and they were like looking.
No. This was last night.
Oh,
no, I'm talking about Game 4.
Okay,
Do you know Game 4 to Game 5?
yes, Eric, I get it.
Yesterday was Game 5.
I know that.
I can't be.
You
I can't be
be
the sports one in the
sports one.
relationship. I can't do this.
I'll be the smart one. You be the sports one.
I've got to tell you something. Take me off speaker.
It's been a long time coming, but it has been a long time. We've been meaning to do one of these episodes for a while.
But now we're back.
We're back and better than ever. And guess what, baby? The New York Knicks are winners. Oh, God, I just woke up. We were out.
Well, you were also screaming too loud last night.
We were out so late last night. Like, late for us. We went to, first of all, let's rewind. The New York Knicks won the game. Game 5. That was maybe the highlight of my entire time living in New York.
Really?
100%. That
Wow.
was the coolest thing I think
It was definitely very cool.
will ever experience. So Jeremy and I were at his parents' beach house in Long Beach Island this weekend. And the game ended up not going, going our way on Game 4, but we had to go to Game 5, obviously. I'm very into sports now. So I said to Jeremy, we need to come back to New York for this game. Like, I'm not going to sit at the beach house and, like, watch this on TV at home.
No, you had to be in New York to experience it for a, life-changing. Oh, we're not life-changing.
Life-changing, Jeremy.
Okay, life-changing.
Life-changing. It's about to be life-changing because we're about to spend so much money on season tickets. I'm about to get season tickets to the Knicks. Like, I don't love the Knicks. Like, I'm not obsessed with the Knicks. I am obsessed with New York. So this was, like, such an unbelievably...
You know there are other sports teams in New York that you don't pay attention to, right?
Yeah, I don't care about the Yankees or any of those teams.
It's
Don't
not
care.
just the Yankees, but okay.
Giants? Are they New York? Or are they Jersey? Jets?
It's the same thing.
Whatever. Point being, really don't care. I just think, also, here's the thing for me. Basketball is an easy to follow sport if you're gay because it's just simple. It's just a simple... Gay people just want, like, the energy. They want the ball that's easy to follow. Like, I don't have time to be following a puck.
You know in football, there's a ball to follow, right?
Yeah, but it's a huge field. This is like a little tiny arena, and you can, like, keep track easily. I know that if it's outside the one line, it's a three-pointer. If it's inside, it's 2 points. I know that if you if you get fouled outside of the three-point line, you get 3 foul shots. I learned a lot during this whole thing.
So you're basically becoming a basketball coach soon.
Well, I did play basketball growing up. It wasn't great. I was actually better at baseball. But no, this was, okay, rewind. So we were at the beach house, and we were like, we have to be back in New York for this game. So what our neighborhood has been doing, there's this new restaurant called Croft Alley. They literally just opened. They're from LA,
yeah.
I think. The guys live in LA, and they opened up this restaurant in New York, and it's become like this, like during the week, it's super easy to get into. I don't even know if you've ever seen it during the week.
I don't think it's even reservations. I think it's like walking.
No, you just walk in. It's
Yeah.
sandwiches. I don't even think it's open for dinner. So you walk in during the week, it's easy. Weekends, there's like a line all the way down the block. Like it's become
crazy.
a spot. And now I think this
Now
restaurant,
it's gonna be like that every day, even on weekdays.
this is the local hero restaurant. So the guy who owns the restaurant, I don't know his name, he set up a truck outside of his restaurant. And the truck has a TV on
both sides.
Yeah.
He wanted to have it so the screen on one side, all of his restaurant patrons can see.
No. They're not his patrons.
Oh,
They're
okay,
his friends and
his
family.
friends. I mean, people in his restaurant.
Yeah.
So it would be patrons.
Yeah.
Could see, but there's obviously the other side of the truck. So the other side of the truck was just the first game was just playing on the street.
Yeah.
And
So
you saw the first game and like no one was there. Right?
Game 1, Carol and I were at a restaurant right down the street. I don't even know if you know this. We were at a restaurant right down the street. We were at Reveille, which is a great little diner in Soho. It's owned by the same people that I think own Roll's. But like super casual. So Carol and I just go in there for a quick bite. We're watching the game on the TV in there. And then we leave during the game and we walk home and it's on the same street as Croft Alley.
Right.
So you see that they're having like a viewing party, just like really for their restaurant. And maybe 10, 15 people.
It's wild that it's only 10 people.
Are sitting on the other side of the truck, which also there's a TV on both sides of the truck. They're just like sitting on the ground, like, or on
And the
like,
benches, right?
or
The
the benches. There were like benches.
park
So
benches
like,
there.
yeah, it's like, it faces a little park area. So they're sitting on the benches, they're sitting on the ground. Like they're maybe 20 people, 10, 20 people. And we're like, oh, this is fun. We stand there for like 20 minutes. watch the game. Actually, on the side of the restaurant. We're not even sitting on the side that we've been sitting on. And then we go home.
Meanwhile, fast forward to last night. What do you think? There were 2,000 people there?
Okay, but wait. So then it gets better because there's like a build up to what it was last night. So I was out of town. I don't remember where we were. Maybe we were in LA that weekend.
Yeah, we
missed one of the games. Like one of the games we weren't in town for. And Carol, she was at dinner with a friend and like the same path that she took home. She goes past this restaurant and there are like maybe 50 people sitting out there, 100 people sitting out there. And Carol sits down on the stoop and just...
Not the stoop. She just sits down like on the street.
Oh, yeah, on the street. Sorry, not the stoop. On the curb. And she's
sitting on 6th Avenue.
On 6th No, it's on Prince. On
yeah.
Prince Street. Like cars going by, watches the game, and she calls me afterwards and she was like, Eric, like, you need to come to the next one. Like, this is really fun. You just like pull up a chair if you need one, or I just sit on the curb.
Most people are literally just sitting on a towel or something on the ground.
On the New York City floor. So I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. But we bring chairs from our building. So this has been like a running thing that I've been posting on social media. People think we're crazy, by the way. Did you know that?
Well, because you're lugging like bistro chairs down like New York City streets to go to a street corner.
Yeah, they're not like folding chairs. We only have... By the way, it's hard to find a chair in New York.
It's hard to find a chair in New York.
It's hard to find a chair in New York. So we had our super in our building bring us extra chairs that were sitting in storage or something. I think they were supposed to be in our laundry room, but they're like bistro style chairs. And Carol and I lug the chairs down the block and we set up the chairs. And that night it started out... Were you there that night?
That's the night I was there. Because that the
first night you were there?
Last night was my second or third time I've been there.
Last night was your second.
No, I wasn't the first night.
You weren't there the first night. The first night I went...
With the chair.
With the chair. There were, probably when we got there, 100 people. And I was like, well, this is cool. By the time the game was over, there were maybe 500 people. Like, it went, like, rows deep. And, like, it felt like a little bit of a block party. Like, people were blocking off Prince Street.
Oh, the guy hands out a pizza.
Oh, my
God. Kind of cool.
That was Jeremy's favorite part, is the food.
Yeah, it was amazing. So the guy who owns the restaurant, just a really nice guy. I mean, he must have like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 pizzas made in pizza boxes. And then just during the game, just walks down the street and just hands them out.
Yeah, it was like free food for everyone. An ice cream truck came, all free. Like, the guy is a local hero. And...
Or just a very smart entrepreneur, because now he knows that for the next few months, if not longer...
We're not going to shut up about Croft Alley.
People are going to talk about it. Everyone's going to go there.
Page 6 wrote it up.
Really?
Yeah.
So, and what? Those pizzas might have cost him $300?
Okay, well, hold on.
We'll
keep going with the story. So that was the first night I went. The first night Jeremy went was boiling hot. And I was like, Jeremy, like, this is the hottest it's been. He was like sweating, wasn't thrilled, and then the pizza showed up.
Well, it was more about when the ice cream showed up.
And the free ice cream. I mean, this was like, you would have thought this guy said like $1 million for everyone.
Everyone
like,
got so excited.
Everyone was so excited about the free ice cream.
I don't think it was honestly just the fact it was free. I mean, sure, everyone likes free. It's just,
I love free.
Yeah, but it's not. It wasn't. No one cares about spending $4 for an ice cream. It's more of just like the surprise of it.
Those ice creams are not $4.
Okay, $14.
I've been swindled into those Mr. Softy ice cream cones every time I leave one of those Broadway shows. I get one. I usually go to shows with Pat because I go during the week. $14 for an ice cream cone.
That's not the point. I'm not saying people weren't going crazy about because it was free. Of course, everyone loves free.
Well, I'm just happy that I got a free $14 ice cream cone because then it made the last one that I got only $7.
That again is not how math works. You have a really hard time understanding like how things add up and how math works.
Well, I know how to keep score.
There you go.
94-90. That was the score, wasn't it? 94-90.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jeremy was there for the free ice cream. I was there for the vibes. But it was a vibe. So by the end of that, I would say probably
on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I would say like between 500 to 1,000 people were probably there.
Yeah. And every time a car, because there's still an active street in between the truck where the game's playing, where everyone's sitting on the sidewalk. So every time a car would just go down the street, if there was a red light and the car stopped remotely close to the truck with the
people were like
people went
freaking
nuts.
out,
like
move
the car,
screaming,
so much so that at one point it was doing commercials, and I'm like, okay, wait, what are people just yelling and yell like it's a commercial?
Yeah, they were like screaming at the car to move, and I'm like, this is a Geico commercial. Right. Calm down. Right. Cut to last night. We first of all, the end of the game, game 4 was epic. Like that was the biggest comeback, I think, in finals history, right?
I don't know.
I know. I think it was. It was unreal. Like the city was alive and on fire.
They were literally fireworks, like, and they were like, look at
no. This was last night.
Oh,
no, I'm talking about game 4.
Okay.
Do you know game 4 to game 5?
Yes, Eric, I get it.
Yesterday was game 5.
I know that.
I can't be.
You
I can't
can't
be
be
the sports one in the
sports one.
relationship. I can't. I can't do this.
I'll be the smart one. You be the sports one.
No, that was game 4. We
Are you
had
gonna
to
start
pick.
wearing jerseys now? By the way,
I
like
might.
on game days.
Can I finish my thought? Because it's hard enough to talk about sports without you interrupting. That was game 4, biggest comeback of all time, I think, in finals history
Do you
or
know
something.
how many points they came back by?
It was like 25 points or something, 30 points. It was like
29.
They had like, yeah. See, I was paying attention. They had almost a 30-point lead on us, and then we came back in the last second of that game. Oh my God, I hate that I care. I hate that I care this
know.
much. I don't
Do you
care.
think
I
this
care about New
fall-
York.
Do you want to? Well, this fall, I mean, again, New York has a football team. Do you want to start going to games?
No, and you know why?
Wearing jerseys.
It's cold. I like being inside. Even if you don't have a suite, I'll go to the football games if I'm in a suite. I like a suite. Even the Yankees games, too hot. I need a suite. And that's snobby, and I'm fine saying that. Like, I went to a Yankees game the other day with Cole Haan. Great, by the way. Love their new shoes. And they had a suite. I would not have wanted to go if I was sitting outside eating hot dogs in the heat.
Again, last night we were sitting outside on a street corner.
That was different. Okay, so cut to last night. We show up at 7:30, and
Game starts at 8:30.
game starts at 8:30, and it was too late. It was already
Wait, you have to
packed.
rewind more than that. So the bistro chairs that are in our building that we've been using for the past few games that Carol has put on the side.
yeah.
Well,
They
at
went
7
missing.
o'clock, Carol goes down to get the chairs. They're gone.
Can't find the chairs. We can only find
So-
2 chairs, and there were like 6 of us.
More than that because of Gil's friends and everything.
Yeah, we had
else.
friends showing up.
Friends
and
of friends,
Our
yeah.
friend Gil brings a blow-up sofa, which that's not obnoxious. Honestly, that was genius. That
very
sofa
smart.
was clutch.
But the problem is then, of course, Eric had a minor meltdown because we had no chairs. And what are we going to do? 'Cause
I'm not
he's-
sitting on the sidewalk.
So?
I'm not.
Cue
I'm sorry.
Amazon.
It wasn't Amazon.
What
So
was it?
Fresh Direct.
What is that?
You don't know what Fresh Direct is?
No.
Holy shit, that's the breaking news on this episode. Fresh Direct. You get everything delivered.
Never heard of it.
You think I've been to a Target, like, or anywhere? Like,
I
I
thought
get
you order everything on Amazon.
Well, I do that, but like, if I need something within an hour, oh my God,
You know what? That's not real. That's not the real world, real life.
I don't want the real world.
Okay.
I have no desire to have the real world. I want New York, where I can go on my phone, type in a few things, and a man on a bike delivers exactly what I need. So he delivered
Fresh
3
Direct.
It's called Fresh Direct.
So
It's
it's not just groceries.
No, I ordered chairs
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
Home Depot yesterday.
That's wild.
So I ordered 3 chairs. They got delivered 45 minutes later.
Which is insane.
I met him on the corner. We pulled the chairs up, set the chairs up. We had a whole little setup with our group of friends. We were kind of like holding down spots.
Made new friends. People were
Made
sitting around.
so many new friends. It was the most united I've seen New York, maybe in my 14 years of living here. So we sit on the stoop. It starts out probably 500 people there at least,
Yeah,
like
at
right at the
least,
start of the
at
game.
least.
Packed.
Like hard to get a spot on a street.
Yeah, and it was going deep. It was going way deep. All the videos are in my New York highlight, by the way, and I've also TikToked it. Highlight on Instagram and TikTok. I was TikToking the whole time, mostly during the commercials. But I have no voice.
We were screaming all night.
I really was. By the end of the game, it was, and again,
Thousands.
like close game. Jalen Brunson, 45 points. He scored almost half the points. MVP. I'm naming my kid Jalen.
He should get a raise.
I think he makes enough
I
money.
wonder how much money he makes.
More than us. And by the way, he deserves it because he just united an entire city. So last night, obviously, we won the game. There were maybe 1,500 to 2,000
Crazy.
people.
Not as
maybe
many
more.
pizzas last night though, because there were more people.
Jeremy was disappointed. You couldn't even pass. I had one piece of pizza. You couldn't even pass the pizzas
me.
all the way back. There were maybe 20 rows of people going all the way back. They blocked off all of Prince
They
Street.
finally closed off the street. There were also like random companies, random brands that were like just using it as.
There was like a sponsor.
Yeah, like using it as an opportunity to like get their product out there. So there was some brownie company, and these
They were
guys,
fun.
yeah, they were nice guys. Who were sitting near us, and they have a brownie company called Bite 'em.
Bite 'em, and they were just throwing out bite 'ems.
Bags of like brownies, basically throw them out to the crowd, and it was actually really fun, and people were loving it.
They had a whole cooler that arrived, and we were like,
Yeah.
"Oh God, these guys with their cooler was taking up too much space." And then they opened the cooler, all these like products
Random
that they were
products
throwing out,
coming out.
and people were starving because, I mean, they couldn't get food and they were sitting in the heat, and it was crazy. Once you were in your spot, you really
You really
couldn't
can't
move.
move.
Actually, I Fresh Direct by accident. I had it already in my cart. A thing of laundry detergent. I must have also bought that. So he came with the chairs and laundry detergent.
What did you do with that?
I left him at the corner deli, and my girl there at the corner deli, she's holding on to it. I go there every day, so she's like, "Oh, I'll hold it."
Oh,
Wasn't that nice of her?
that's really nice.
I know.
Random,
I was like,
yeah.
"Will you hold this?" I forgot it was in my. I didn't explain it in full to her, but she didn't care. So yeah, it was probably 1,500 to 2,000 people we won, and there were like the second we won, there were fireworks being launched in the middle of the street.
Almost seemed like professional fireworks.
No, those were like grade A fireworks.
Those were definitely not some like random person in the corner setting off fireworks. Or maybe they were, but they were really good.
Those were insane. And like, I've never been that close to a firework. Don't know that I want to be that close to a firework again, but that was a one-time thing.
People were spraying champagne, the whole thing.
It was
cool.
So much fun. So Jeremy, do you wish we would have been in LBI watching that game alone?
No, I never said that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure I didn't drag you back to New York for something you didn't want to do. Because I know you don't like being in New York on the weekends in the summer.
Well, I don't want to be in New York in the weekend in the summer, but that's also not why I did it.
You did it for me?
Sort of. I did it because I knew that if we didn't do it and you missed it and you got FOMO, that I would never hear the end of it.
No, you don't understand. The FOMO on that.
FOMO would have been a lot.
You would have had FOMO too, right?
I would have had FOMO, but more I would have not want to hear you complaining about it a lot. So I said, let's just go.
See, everyone says that I complain a lot, but it does get me to get what I want sometimes.
I think that's just called true love. Or no, it's called marriage.
Oh. Yeah. Isn't that also true love?
Aspects of marriage are true love.
So this was honestly, like, I have to say, top 3 to 5 nights I've ever had in New York.
You should get like a tattoo on your shoulder of like the Knicks, the date.
No, I'm not doing that. But it was, honestly, I bet some people will.
100% people will.
I was just also thinking about like all of the people that I know.
That come before you that never got a chance to see a championship game.
No, not that. I was just thinking about all the people I know. Like, remember Hank Azaria? I used to work with him. He's a
huge Knicks fan, right?
Biggest Knicks fan.
Yeah.
And the whole night I'm just like thinking like, holy shit, I have to text him. Holy shit, Hank must be on cloud 9 because the Knicks have not been good. And now all of a sudden,
a lot of people I think for many years have been waiting for this.
Your cousin Carrie,
like people who are like real fans.
And I'm like, who are these people going to these games and cheering for the Knicks? Like
for years,
for
53 years since they last won.
I was just happy for them.
I saw someone posted something and it said something like, "Congrats to all these fans who became fans in the nick of time."
Yeah, right in the nick of time.
Like, hey,
yeah.
I am thinking nick of time.
I got it. Right in the nick of time. There's a hat that a brand made that said
really?
that.
Yeah.
But this was just like a really unifying night for New York. And then there were just like the second the game was over, the fireworks.
So many parties.
Everyone's like, "Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh my God, we have to go somewhere. Where are we going?"
Parties.
So we ended up going to, where did we go?
The Crane Club.
Crane Club, and we saw Sophie Tucker,
who is not a girl who's one person. It's 2 people, which I never realized that. Sophie Tucker is a DJ that's literally someone named Sophie and someone named Tucker.
I love that Jeremy learned. And in the car,
I was so confused.
And I think you were not the only one, because in the car, people were like, "Who's Sophie Tucker? Who is she? Who is she?" And I'm like, these people do know that it's 2 people, right?
I had no idea. I thought it was one person named Sophie Tucker, and I thought she was friends with Sophie Sumner.
She's not friends with Sophie Sumner, but I felt bad. We were supposed to meet up with Sophie Sumner, who's been on the podcast and is a really good friend of ours.
Oh, we were? I didn't know that.
And we were supposed to meet up with her, and she texted me before the game, and she was like, "Hey, is there any space?" I'm like, 0.
Yeah.
Like, there is. I don't even want to tell you to come because I don't even know where we'll put you. And she's a model. She can fit anywhere. She can fit into any pose. And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable telling this girl to crouch down for 3.5 hours. So she ended up going to the West Village, though.
Oh, I'm sure it's a lot of fun.
She had a blast. If you guys didn't see, it's worth checking out. The videos from the West Village are nuts. So yeah, so afterwards we went to Crane Club. We walked in. Actually, I don't even know if you noticed. We walked in and they were playing this like the White Lotus theme song. Did you notice that Schwarzenegger kid who was in White Lotus was like right there when we walked in?
Do you think they played it because they knew he was there?
I don't know, but I saw people gathering around him during that song, and I was like, "This is so cheesy." Like,
were they gathering because they like taking photos with him or something? Or?
No, they weren't taking photos, but he was just at a table, and I just noticed that table had the biggest crowd, and I saw he was like at the table. I don't think he was like encouraging the song to be played, but he was there. I thought that club was really fun.
Yeah, really fun. It's interesting because the other clubs that we belong to don't do like a late night scene. Like it just kind of winds down. That club becomes like a party.
I would be surprised if I don't want to say the clubs we're members of, but I would be surprised if the club that I'm a member of didn't do something.
I'm sure they did some sort of watch party or something.
Yeah,
but I don't.
But yours would strike me as one that would miss the ball on that.
Well, I don't know if they would.
No pun intended.
I don't know if they would not do anything. I just think in general, like, but apparently that last night at Crane Club, yeah, of course, there's more people there because of the game, But Gil said that they just normally do have DJs and like dance parties. Like that's just part of their vibe.
Gil's one of our friends who lives down the street. He's the
Yeah.
one who brought the sofa to the watch party.
Yeah, it's
and
just their vibe.
Yeah, I think I mean, it's set up for that. Like, did you know, like all the lights everywhere?
Yeah.
Like,
But also,
it's
I
fun.
mean, in New York, there's so many private clubs now. It's getting to be, I think, obviously excessive. I mean, there's just so many.
Which one do you think is the most exclusive one right now?
In New York?
Yeah.
I don't know, because there's probably some brand new one that opened 2 weeks ago I haven't even heard about yet.
It has gotten a little crazy.
It's absurd. I don't know how they all survive because there's not enough members to go around. I mean, there's
they all
wait lists.
survive by people like Gil who are members of 25
Right.
clubs.
But there's a wait list. All of them. I think the big problem is that so many of these restaurants still you cannot get a reservation, and so people are like they're tired of it. Like, well, we're willing to spend money, so they go and join a club, and that way they can get a table whenever they want.
Yeah, but we go to all the restaurants that people want to go to.
I know.
The other day I was being interviewed. Did you hear what I said?
No.
I was being interviewed at our friend. She has a Substack. It's called Rich People Shit. It's actually, I haven't checked it out yet, but
it's really funny stuff.
She, by the way, that party was a blowout. Like,
Yeah.
she did really
That was
well on
fun.
that party. It was amazing. Carson, shout out. That was incredible. There was more caviar at that party than I've seen at like
Those
weddings.
were deep caviar tins.
Those were like, what was that? A kilo? Those
I
things
know,
were
that was a lot of
crazy.
caviar.
So they had people doing like interviews. I don't know even where the interviews are going to go, but I saw a microphone and they grabbed me and said, "Can you talk?" And I was like, people wish that I wouldn't. So they were bribing people with caviar, and every question they were New York hot takes, and every question you answered, you would get a bump of caviar. And I would have stayed there all night. And so they asked me, because they said, "What's your favorite restaurant in New York?" And I said, obviously, Polo Bar. And then she was like, "Well, what's your second favorite?" And I said, "I really like, we just checked out Oresh." And the girl was like, "Well, how do you get these dinner reservations?" And I really feel like it comes down to obviously going once, and like you might go at a shitty time. Like you might get like a 9:30 or a 10 o'clock reservation, but take the reservation. You obviously have to order a lot of food, but I think tipping well and treating people really well is the way that you'll get like at a reservation the second time.
But that's not just that's any restaurant. That's anything in life. I mean,
No, it isn't. Applebee's, you can walk right in right now.
Okay. Well, I mean, just in general, like for contractors, I've noticed when the
You tip
contractors,
your contractors?
No, contractors want to get, like everyone does, wants to get paid right away. When you pay your bills and you pay your contractor right away, and then you need someone, who do you think they go to first?
Yeah.
Because people, and that's just everything in life. I feel like if you are good to people, they're good back to you. So
Yeah.
obviously it's in the restaurant industry, but it's anything.
And we really, like, I don't want to toot our own horn, but toot, come on. I do think we treat, like, the people in all of the restaurants we go to, they are like friends. I mean,
Yeah.
especially Polo Bar. Oh, my God. They're, like, literally friends. Like, if we had a wedding again, I would invite people from Polo Bar
Yeah.
to our wedding. Like, we are friends
We're
with
not
them.
doing that again, so don't worry about that.
Well, 5 years coming up. Is it? Has it been 4 years?
Yes, Eric. Oh my
It's
God.
been 4 years. I couldn't remember if it was 4 or 5. Time flies, but yet
When you're having fun,
it goes
You're
by
supposed
so
to say the
slow
end.
sometimes. Oh, yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
But sometimes it goes by slow. I wish it would go by slower. Honestly, I think the older we get, faster time goes. I don't
I
like
think
it.
that's cliche saying.
I
but
know.
it's
I
true.
hate that though. It really flies. Like the other day, you were sleeping, and I rolled over in bed thinking you're turning 40, and I was like, I don't want you to get old.
What?
Yeah, no, I really did. I rolled over and I was just like looking at you, and I was like, I wasn't petting your face, but I was getting like a little close, and I was like, he's getting old.
Is that your way of trying to tell me to go in for a laser treatment?
No, you are gonna do that, but I don't want you to get old. I really don't. I'm scared of you getting old.
Cool, because that means you're gonna get old too.
That also scares me, but I'm lasering
Do
my
you know
skin
one
every
day?
day.
Do you know one day you're gonna be married to a guy who's 85 years old?
What's his name?
Shut up.
I was also listening to a podcast. This is really morbid. Can I say it?
Do I have a choice?
Yeah, my friend Matt Rossi, he has a podcast called The Sunday Scaries. This is so sad. Okay, so Pippa, our dog, where is she?
We'll talk about it later. Keep going.
Pippa's here, and she's the love of my life. She really is. Like, and I think
I
she's the
already
love
know
of your
that.
life too. Like,
Yeah.
you put her first, I put her first. We're both second to Pippa, and that is because, and the guest that was on his podcast said, dogs are like owning a dog is like having a terminally ill child. Like, you know that you only have like 10, if you're lucky, 12. You had 15 with Cody years with the dog. So you just want to do everything you possibly can to give that dog literally the best life possible. And it's like having a terminally ill child who you're like, I know I don't have you forever, but I want to give you the best life that you can possibly have.
I agree with that. I get what you're saying, and that's very sad, but also sweet at the same time. But you also know that's not just dogs or children. That's anything in life. You
No,
never
cats
know.
live for like 25 years.
Everyone has a lifespan, Eric. Everyone in life, no one lives forever.
Yeah.
You
That's
never-
why I get my Prenuvo scan. Just kidding. This wasn't sponsored.
Hashtag Eric Goldie 30.
I did do my
You
Prenuvo
do
scan,
recently.
though.
You do it once a year, don't you?
I do my Prenuvo scan once a year.
I want to do it.
You should do it. Please do it. You need to
Wait.
start taking better care of yourself. Your cholesterol is through the
Okay,
roof.
wait. So what do they tell you your Nuvo scan? Anything interesting?
Yeah, I have a nodule on my thyroid.
How long does the scan actually take? Are you there all day?
No, you're there for like an hour, and
Oh,
you're
really?
laying in the scan. It's an MRI. This, by the way, is not an ad. I'm not being paid
I'm
a
just
penny for
curious.
this. I do have a discount code if anyone wants it, but they just give it to creators if they post. So, oh, I should say with a discount. The discount code is Eric Goldie. I don't get anything from it, just so you know. You guys get a discount. It's just, I think it's my name. Or no, it's Prenuvo. I think you go to Prenuvo/Eric Goldie, and you'll get, I think it's like
a lot off.
I think it's like $300
Couple
off.
off, yeah.
And I do not get a penny from that. I get nothing. It's only for if you guys use it. But I started getting it 3 years ago, and they have like a very easy to understand like system. Like you get the scan back, you get the report, and it's like, this is a benign cyst. Like, do not worry
Right.
about this. And it like explains it to you like
Right,
what
black
it
and
is.
white.
Like I have one on my kidney, and like then I got one a year later, and it like grew by like a millimeter, and then I got one again maybe like a month and a half ago, and it stayed the same size. But there's always like new findings.
Have they said if your brain's gotten any smaller?
No, but I have no signs of an aneurysm. It
What?
checks. It checks for
Well, that's
aneurysms.
good.
Yeah. Kim Kardashian found a minor aneurysm or something in her brain.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it like finds things. So the hope is that you find things if, God forbid, you find something when it's like stage
Oh,
1.
Yeah, I've heard something where I think insurance companies, they don't cover Prenuvo scans, but insurance companies are encouraging people to get them because they're realizing people get them and find things before they're actually an
Yeah,
issue.
and then it costs the insurance
It
less.
costs the insurance company less money.
Yeah, so no, insurance companies are not trying to cover or not trying to encourage people to get Prenuvo. Prenuvo is trying to get insurance companies to start covering for Prenuvo
which would make
scans.
total sense.
It would. It's actually crazy that they don't. So preventative medicine is something that
That's why there's something like car insurance companies for the longest time were lobbying to get all cars to have backup, like front bumper and back bumper sensors, because they realize it costs whatever, a couple $100 to put the sensors in, but if it saves insurance companies, whatever, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars a year in insurance claims, people not backing into something, it's worth all cars having backup sensors.
Well, I don't have a car, so I don't care, but I do have a body. So I am insured with my body, but I am getting Prenuvo every year. I'm going to do it for the rest of my life. I think it's like $2,500. I spend $2,500 on much dumber things. Like
what recently? Please
Oh
tell
my
me.
God. Nothing. Never mind. Those chairs. How much do you think those chairs cost at the game?
Where are those chairs, by the way?
I left them on the street. I gave them to the guy. There's a guy who lives on the street there. He's unhoused, and we were on his
Front stoop.
front stoop. We were on stolen
Honestly,
land.
he probably cleaned up a little bit last night.
I don't think he cleaned up. He was passed out. You know,
Oh.
I tried to give the guy. Okay, he was
No, I don't think you should say this.
Why?
Okay.
He was wasted. He was wasted. He was getting a little obnoxious. He was bothering some of the women around us. He was making rude comments, and I was like, I know what I'll do. Wine puts me to sleep. So I'll give him some wine. So I
Okay.
gave him some Gil's wine. It was good wine. It was like a really nice
Oh.
red. So I also wanted him to not harass me. And I know that if I gave him wine, he would be nice to me. And it would probably put him to sleep. I think it was like when you give a baby Benadryl and it has the opposite effect. Woke him right up.
Oh.
Yeah. And he also had a bottle of vodka. So he was like mixing some things. Didn't help the situation. Can we go back to Prenuvo? So I found a nodule on my thyroid, I think. But like the way it describes it is like
They
this,
explain it in detail,
Yeah, this is under a centimeter. I think it's like 0.9. I don't even know. It's tiny. This is, our findings are benign. MRIs, I guess, can't show like the clearest imaging of nodules. So they said if you want, you can get literally like it's like if you want more reassurance, you can go get an ultrasound.
But a doctor calls you and walks
Yeah,
through everything.
that was just on my report, and then I have a call with I think he's a radiologist, and he's like, Eric, you do not need to get an ultrasound. Like we just put it in there because
you
it's
get
a new.
nervous with everything.
I don't get
What's-
nervous.
what's
I
that?
don't get nervous. I get ahead of it. So like if God forbid it is something, I know.
What's
like,
that virus you think we're all getting now?
Oh, we're all getting hantavirus or Ebola, or the flesh-eating one.
Right, exactly. This is the problem.
We have our options, people. Which one do you guys want? Sound off in the comments. Just kidding. That's terrible, Eric. Why did you say that? So I am the person that thinks it's already in my body, regardless of what I do. I'd rather know about it and take action if I need to. So I've gotten these scans.
I'd rather not know and just live my life.
That's why your cholesterol is through the roof, because you didn't know. And then Jeremy has a private doctor now, which is actually
Very necessary.
very necessary, especially with medicine here. Great deal, actually.
I don't want to sit in a waiting room for whatever it is.
No, but like he has an issue, he texts the guy. Like, and you do. You got to get your cholesterol
Well,
under
again,
control.
that's
Honey,
just
you got to get your We're too young to be fighting like this.
Well, apparently part of the problem is in soup, there's a lot of
Sodium.
and the
Yeah.
sodium makes my cholesterol go up. So they want me to cut back on soup, and I said, sorry, sir, no can do.
I feel like there's a soup pun somewhere in there.
Sorry, soup, no can do.
No, but I really do think that. Also, I've been very upfront about the fact that my cholesterol was high. Like I genetically have high cholesterol. There's a gene that I guess, like my mom has high cholesterol, my dad has high cholesterol. It's some gene that
I have high intelligence.
You're not proving it in this episode. So I had that gene, and my cholesterol was high. But then I started taking a GLP. It not only I took it because my A1C was high. I was pre-diabetic, and I not only had my A1C lowered. Now I'm not pre-diabetic. I lost like 15 to 20 pounds, and my cholesterol went down. So anyone who's like, I don't need GLP, like I don't want to be on one. Good, don't be on one. I'm on one, and I've really never felt better. I do have that nodule though. That we're gonna see what that is.
And you might be getting coronavirus, whatever it's called.
But that already happened. We're on the hantavirus now. Hantavirus, you really haven't heard anything since that first week.
Yeah, I don't know.
My brother-in-law is an ER doctor, and I do occasionally text him with my fears.
Occasionally, it's an understatement.
It's the majority of our group family chat is like, "Hey Jake, how worried are you about this disease?" And he's like, "I've never heard of that. Like no one
Unless you're
gets
going to live in whatever country in
Like
South Africa,
Ghana.
and I mean in Africa, and
not South Africa.
No, no,
it's
no.
like mid-Africa.
Yeah, mid-Africa, and share a needle with like your other.
No, they're not sharing needles. It's just that they don't have proper PPE because we pulled out of the World Health Organization.
It's a problem.
It is a problem.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say it. Never mind.
I'll say it. It's a problem.
No,
like,
no, just say something else, and I don't think I'm going to.
yeah, it's better if you have to second guess it.
Yeah.
It's probably best you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I've got for this episode. Do you have anything else you want to share?
I do.
What?
I want to share the big news and introduce everyone to our daughter.
Who's our daughter?
Pip.
Oh, Pippa.
Come here, Pip.
Oh, that daughter. I thought
Here,
you were
Pip.
about to make some weird announcement. Pippi. Do you want to be? I can't hold two. Do you want to be on the podcast? Oh, there's
this is
Pippi. Hi, Pip. Pip, do you have anything you want to say?
Everyone waved at Pippa. Hi, Pippa. Well, Pippa, you have to look at the camera.
Look at the camera.
Over there. Look at the camera, Pip. So this is Pippa. We got her from the SPCA about 10 years ago now.
And she's the love of my life.
Love of Eric's life and my life. And when we got her, they told her she'd be like that she was a Jack Russell, that she would be 20 pounds,
And wouldn't shed.
which is weird because Jack Russell shed.
Yeah,
Now,
we should have known when they said it was a Jack Russell that didn't shed that they
Here
were
she
lying.
is. I'm not going to say her weight on camera, but she's a lot more than 20 pounds.
45 pounds.
Yep.
I'm
But
sorry.
that's okay.
I'm sorry.
And she's visiting for the weekend. She came to the beach. She loves nothing more than sitting on the deck at the beach with the ocean air. But she also had to come back to, be here for the game, be in the city for the game.
She's a city dog.
And the reason why we got her was because we were at a charity event for the SPCA in Maryland 10 years ago. And basically, they had a couple of dogs that they were showing that were up for adoption, puppies.
Wet kiss.
And Eric picked her up, and he wouldn't put her back down.
And I haven't to this day.
And we went home with her. And he does that sometimes in stores, too.
I do it in stores. I do it with clothes. I do it with dogs.
Yep. And Pippa actually has a sister. And at one point, we were going to adopt Pippa and her sister.
Do you remember Blinky? Her name was Blinky or Winky?
Pippa was Blinky, and her sister was Winky. We renamed
terrible,
her.
terrible names.
But
Did you want to be Blinky?
But Pippa's sister still lives in Maryland, and so about once a year we have a play date with her and her sister. We coordinate with Winky's mom. Actually, Winky's now name is Ellie.
Well, oh yeah, Ellie. Winky is Ellie, and also our niece's name is
Right.
Ellie.
So Pippa and her sister get together about once a year and have a play date.
All right, Pip. Thank you for being here today.
All right, Pip.
All right,
Pippa, turn the
guys.
cameras that way.
Why is she scared?
A little camera shy. It's our first time on a podcast, so.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see ya. We'll see you when we see ya. I got to be better about uploading these. Bye. Go New York!